Pisces, welcome to your 5 card movie star spread. Here we go. I am traveling, so I did not pack my cards that have the astrological signs that label my videos. So I'm using a different deck with the major arcana that signifies your astrological sign. So in case you were unaware, Pisces is represented by the moon card. You could Google why that is. It's actually really interesting if that's your thing. But I'm actually here for the 5 card movie star spread, so I'm just going to get right into that for you guys. A lot of cups on the board. All right. You have given up strategizing a particular situation, okay? It feels like you wanted a particular outcome, so you took control of a situation or attempted to take control of a particular situation in order to get the outcome that you desired. But what you failed to recognize is there was a whole other energy tied to this. So it wasn't about what you and what you wanted. There were two here. So this could be a vocational thing. This could be about you and the goals or policies set up by a company, or if you're an entrepreneur, this could be about you and a client. If this is a personal relationship, be it a friend, family member, or even a romantic relationship, is you were very, very concerned about the outcome you wanted, and then all of a sudden you recognize, you know what? I am attempting to involve this whole other person or group or energy involved, and I have to stop thinking about myself in this situation. I have to have a little bit more communication, a little bit more almost like a flirtatious, playful kind of energy in order to make things move forward. And once you decided to make that decision, Pisces, things got a little bit easier to get what you want. You stopped trying to maintain control, 100% control of the outcome of the situation, and you just kind of let things start to unfold naturally. And you found that it's a little bit easier to feel better about the situation. It's a little bit easier to get to get closer to the goal that you wanted, not the exact outcome you wanted, but to get closer to a little bit of emotional fulfillment, if you will, because you have this 9 of cups in the possible outcome. So by not trying to maintain control of the other person, group, or energy involved, you recognize that it's working. So it's kind of like there's an old like poster or proverb or something that I that comes to mind where it talks about like holding sand. Okay. So if you could imagine this situation as holding sand in your hand, if you squeeze the sand too hard, which is what you were doing, that sand runs through your fingers and you lose it. But if you hold it too lightly and a breeze comes, it's going to take it away just a little at a time. So there's a certain amount of closure that you have and a certain amount of looseness and room in order to maintain that sand. So gently and lightly cupping it is the way to hold that in your hand. And that's what you've learned to do. Because you tried doing this and it didn't work, and you tried doing this and it didn't work. So now you're taking the sand that's left and you're actually cradling it in order to hold on to it a little bit better. You're letting it happen more organically rather than forceful. Um, and it's helpful because this ushered in a little bit of growth, but you feel like the tables have turned a little bit. At first, this person or this other energy was pining for your attention, and now you're starting to feel comfortable reciprocating that and pining for their attention. Does that make sense? As you learn to loosen your grip on the situation, you also gained empathy for the other person's position. And now you're kind of taking on the energy of that other person's position. And that's what's allowing them to relate to you better. And that's what's making you both feel good. Okay. By not trying to have 100% control of the outcome, you've learned how the other person saw this situation. And you're starting to meet them at their ground and on their level, which has opened up more communication, energy, and emotional fulfillment for you both. You found a middle ground by letting go of control. Yeah, see, this is less about you coming in and making quick changes and not thinking about the consequence of the other person, and more about you looking within yourself and figuring out what it is you want and communicating that idea to the other person. This is about somebody coming in and making changes and not thinking about the consequences. That's who you were when you were strategizing and trying to take control of the situation. Now you're recognizing that there's a planning stage that needs to happen, and the energy is the energy of two. It's not about your outcome, your personal outcome. It's about the outcome of two energies, either you and another person or you and a group. And there is victory to be had, and there is emotional fulfillment to be had, but you have to remain in that compromising energy. You have to be empathetic to the other person's situation. You have to allow them a chance at the steering wheel once in a while in order for both of you to feel comfortable moving forward. Pisces, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.